Thank you, Leanne. Yes, indeed, the buzz is just around the corner. And today we are talking about birds. And as you can see, I'm rocking my pink feather boa this morning. I think it does wonders for my complexion. But get this, a quick interesting fact. The albatross has a wingspan of up to 14 feet. That is absolutely insane. And what makes it even more interesting is that these birds only land once or twice a year. And that's during breeding season. Can you believe that? Spending your life in the air, literally. How are you, Mr. Grant Hines?
Good in yourself.
Can't complain, dude. So here's the thing. Myself and Grant went to Eagle Encounters, which is a perfect place to spark your bird watching hobby. So before we get into all of this, check this out.
One call, one touch, one solution.
Ever tried bird watching? Well, it's the hobby of many celebs like Blur and Gorillaz frontman Damon Albarn and Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. While locally, Mark Shuttleworth belongs to BirdLife SA.
Now today we're here at Eagle Encounters, a rehabilitation centre for birds of prey at the beautiful Spear Wine Farm. And we'll be able to get up close and personal, even hold birds of prey.
Birds that eat meat,
That is correct.
that eat flesh,
That is correct.
like what we're made of.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm very glad I brought a pair of these.
Let's go check it out. You're such a scaredy cat, man.
Founded in 2001, Eagle Encounters receives birds that have been injured, poisoned and abused. Their first priority is to rehabilitate the birds through the care of the knowledgeable staff like Enzio Abels.
How's it, Enzio? So who do we have here?
Okay, this over here is Nikki, and Nikki is a juvenile jackal buzzard. She came into the centre a while ago. She is a bird in training for release. She needs to learn how to fly well and hunt well.
Okay, so you're going to be giving us a flying demonstration. What exactly is that?
Okay, the flying demonstration, what I do is I do fly some birds around in the flying arena. What we do is we do a little talk about them, demonstrate how they hunt, how they fly, and tell you what the story is about the centre, and I'll give you the history and the background as well. Okay, most of our birds we do use in flying shows are what we call human imprints. A human imprint bird is a bird that has been raised by people and therefore actually believes it's a human being. It's birds which have come in, have been confiscated from people which have incorrectly handled them. And these types of birds believing that they're human beings only know how to get food from other human beings, and therefore they actually stick around us for food.
Nice.
Your raptors only fly for food, they don't fly for fun. They actually spend 95% of their time sitting in a tree doing absolutely nothing.
Our friends Ewan and Grant agree a visit is a rousing treat for adults and children alike. The centre encourages learners to interact with the birds and nurture an awareness and appreciation of these feathered creatures.
So what do you think about the birds that you've seen here today?
Well, I found them very interesting to learn about, and yeah, they're cool birds.
They're really cool and awesome. I really enjoyed it. The eagles are awesome. I think if it wasn't illegal in South Africa, I would adopt an eagle.
Dude, this is an awesome bird.
This is Leo, he's a black eagle, and these are your second largest eagles in Southern Africa. And these are your mountainous birds. You'll find them from South Africa all the way up to Egypt. And the reason is for this is they require your your cliffs on which to nest, and most of 90% of their diet is made up of dassies. And each of these talons produce around 480 pounds per square inch of pressure. To put that in perspective, a lion's jaw produces around 500 pounds per square inch of pressure. So you could easily crush my arm through the glove.
Grant looked a bit pale, but here they use age-old falconry techniques which have been tried and tested over 4,000 years. So his arms were quite safe.
Marcus, it's been amazing to get up close and personal with these birds of prey, but give me a bit of an overview of the facility. What exactly do you guys do here?
In simple terms, we're a rehab center. Bird of prey rescue and rehab center. That's our job. So we get birds in sick, injured, whatever, treat them, release them. That's our goal. Not all birds can be released, so badly injured birds, hand-raised birds, we keep those for education, so like Harry on your fist. And those ones are used for that kind of thing, fundraising as well, very important. The rest go back into the wild. That's where they belong.
Be warned, these stately winged predators charm their way straight into your heart. The centre's open Monday to Sunday from 9 to 5. The Buzz Duo's now hooked on bird watching.
It's just unbelievable the work these guys do here at the facility when it comes to rehabilitation, looking after and training these birds of prey.
And if you're inspired to go bird watching or are a bird watcher yourself, then make sure you get the right pair of binoculars to help you do the job properly. It really takes your hobby to the next level.
It does indeed. It was been a fantastic day, but there's coffee waiting for us.
How did you know?
Birdie told me. Dude, I think I spot like a spotted pigeon.
Spotted pigeon.
Yeah, man.
It's
right
wild
there.
and indigenous to Sea Point.
It is, of course. So that was very cool, man. I loved spending time with that birds of prey. And you have a bit of a hobby of bird watching as well, I heard.
My father does, but a little secret that a lot of people here at the show actually didn't know, and you probably didn't. I was part of the National Birdwatching Society when I was at junior school.
You see?
I'm a huge nerd, okay? So I love animals. I even was part of the Fossil Society. I love like wildlife and creatures. And one of the things that I never really had growing up was a great pair of binoculars to help that hobby. And my dad has taught me a lot now about bird watching and appreciation for the animals. He takes a lot of photographs of them. And there's no other tool like having a great set of binoculars with you to capture those moments, to spot what you need to do. Because if those of you don't know how bird watching works, is you take a book with you or an app on your phone, and you basically check off all the species, and you have to like rack up how many species you can spot. So it's a nice passive way of creating awareness, of understanding the wildlife, and getting to know our natural fauna really closely.
But I mean, the nice thing about bird watching as well, you don't need much. Like you say, you need a book. And what's really cool, I mean, with technology nowadays is the apps that you get on your phone. There we go. You need your phone, you need a pair of binoculars, and you need the wild.
That's right.
All right. So
binoculars are important because you're far away from them. You don't have to intrude on their natural environments, and you can observe them and appreciate them from far.
Get up close and personal.
If you're starting out.
All right. What do we need if we're starting out?
A great pair is this pair of Olympus. This is an entry-level pair, and as you can see, it's very sturdy. This can last you a lifetime if you look after them and keep them going. Don't put them out in water. Take good care of them. And they're a phenomenal pair. A good example of using it is if you go up to the west coast. There's a specific kind of sandpiper that travels from the Arctic annually. Birds are phenomenal creatures. They can travel around the world at a flap of a wing, right?
The flap of a wing.
And this is a great pair of binoculars to take that experience. They are quite heavy. They're quite sturdy. But yes, they do the job, and they get the job done properly, and you won't be getting a second-rate experience.
Nice.
The second one is this, let me put this away, is this Bushnell laser rangefinder.
I've actually never seen one of these before.
Well, this is actually very cool for a couple of reasons. If you want to see how far away you are from a bird. But if you, for instance, if you play golf, and you want to see how far you've just done a drive. You can. It's one-handed, so you can like just use that in one hand. And you'll be able to. There's a trigger at the top, and that will be able to let you know. It sends out rays, that infrared rays that send a message back to the
very cool.
rangefinder to tell you how far you hit the ball. That's
I
right.
need to try and. Is it working now?
How far are the viewers from you?
Okay, let's just check the viewers there. That's it. That's about 8 feet or so.
8 feet.
Heavy days.
8 feet.
That's very cool.
A lot of South Africa are 8 feet away. So it's a very cool tool for that, especially if you play golf. The Pentax is this bright orange pair. Obviously,
you're making a statement with that.
You are. You don't spy on people with these because they will spot you first. But the great thing about them is that they are waterproof. Well, water resistant.
Oh, that's cool.
Put it that way. So they can withstand great forms of rain, weather patterns, and it's cool for bird watching by a lake or at sea. Whale watching, for instance, is also a good use of them. They're very sturdy. They are bright orange in case you are lost out to sea and you need to be spotted.
You will be spotted.
Oh yeah, before you spot other people.
And then we have here, this one looks pretty expensive actually.
This is the Louis Vuitton.
Oh really?
Of binoculars. They are the Leicas. I want to hold them. No. They are great. You can feel that they're a lot lighter. They've got a little bit more. They're a little bit more compact, as you can see. They are for spotting rare creatures. One of our rarest birds is the Titer falcon. It is one of the rarest birds in South Africa. A lot of people don't know that. Everyone thinks the blue crane is one of them, or is the most. But the Titer falcon is, and this is a great pair of binoculars to spot that. And this is something that it's an heirloom. You'll pass it on from.
This is going to literally last you forever and ever.
Yeah, that is a great pair of binoculars. Also, look after it and take care of them.
Obviously.
Binoculars can be in essence very fragile objects because they have glass lenses inside of them. But what you can do with them and it's coming up to holiday season. You're going to be going away.
Yeah, but I must say, like what we did at the Eagle Encounters, even though we were up close and personal to these birds, I mean, just being there and really sparked that interest in bird watching and just seeing it from a distance. It's so great not to be able to, or not to intrude, like you say.
Yeah, we had the privilege of seeing animals that were being helped, and obviously there was close up. But if you want to really help an animal and appreciate them, do it from afar.
Yeah.
And one of the best ways, if you're going to the Kruger National Park this year, or going to the seaside and going on a boat trip, take a pair of binoculars and appreciate it from afar.
Awesome. Grant, thanks a lot, man, for bringing all these cool stuff. I'll hang on to the Louis Vuitton of all. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Let me see if I can spot another bird. Leanne, where you at? Leanne.
For a quote, SMS direct to 42043.